Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something I think everyone wants into,
Oh, yeah. What's that?
that phone call. You know the one, where the person on the other end just won't stop talking.
Ugh, absolutely. The endless conversation, it's a real thing.
It really is. So we've looked at a bunch of sources, different takes on how to politely escape, get your time back without being rude.
Right, because hanging up feels harsh, but sometimes you just need to go. It's tricky social territory.
Totally. And what we found is these escape routes sort of fall into like three main tiers, almost like levels of desperation.
Huh. Yeah, that sounds about right. So what's the first level?
Okay, first up is what we're calling the soft exit, or maybe the fake considerate exit.
They consider it intriguing. Tell me more.
Well, these are the phrases that sound polite, but they're actually little signals that you're heading for the door.
Okay, like what? Give me an example.
Like saying, "Oh, I know you're busy."
Ah, right. The implication being,
And I am too, so maybe we should wrap this up. It's indirect.
yeah, that's clever. You're sort of using politeness norms against themselves almost.
Yeah.
You express concern for their time,
Mm-hmm.
which subtly puts your own time back on the table. It plants the seed.
Exactly. It's a gentle nudge. Another one in this category, a real classic, is, "Well, I don't want to keep you."
Oh, definitely. Heard that one a million times. Used it a million times, probably.
Huh, same here. And again, it sounds nice, but
But it flipped it, right? It suggests they might be the one extending the call, even if that wasn't the intention. Puts the responsibility subtly on them,
yeah, it points out the time imbalance without actually saying you're talking too much.
which most of us desperately want to avoid saying.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the soft stuff. Then we move up a level to the strategic exits.
Okay, strategic. So these are a bit more active.
Yeah, a bit more direct, maybe. They often involve trying to redirect things or shift the focus somehow.
Right, like offering a different way to communicate.
Exactly. The classic. "Hey, this is great. Let me email you the details."
Ah, yes, the I'll email you escape hatch.
Totally. And the unspoken part is,
So we can hang up now.
yeah,
And maybe that email arrives, maybe it gets lost in the digital ether.
precisely. Why do you think that one works so well? Offering an alternative.
Well, it gives a sense of closure, doesn't it? Like the issue isn't dropped, it's just being moved.
Right, it feels like progress, but, offline progress.
Exactly. It's face-saving for everyone. The conversation ends, but the topic is supposedly still live. Another strategic one is, oh, well, I should let you go so you can handle that thing you mentioned earlier.
Ooh, that's a good one. Very smooth.
It is, isn't it? Because you're framing hanging up as being considerate of their
It's like
needs.
you're doing them a favor by getting off the phone. Brilliant.
Yeah, it positions you as respectful of their time and priorities, which makes it harder for them to argue about ending the call.
Okay, so soft, strategic.
Okay.
What happens when those don't work?
Ah, then, my friend, we enter the red zone. Oh God, please stop tier, the emergency exits.
Hmm. The desperation moves.
These are definitely last resort tactics. And often, let's be honest, they involve a bit of, well, fiction.
Like the all-time classic.
Oops. Oh no, my battery's dying. Gotta go.
Even when you're sitting right next to the charger, phone at 100%.
Happens all the time. Why do we do that? Why jump to those sorts of excuses?
I think because it feels external. Like it's not me wanting to hang up on you, it's this darn phone. It's out of my control.
Exactly. It avoids the direct, I don't want to talk anymore awkwardness. You blame the tech. It's impersonal.
Right. And then there are the more extreme versions.
Oh boy. Like hold on, my kid is bleeding.
Especially, as the sources noted, when maybe you don't actually have kids.
Yikes. Yeah, that's definitely conveying urgency, but well, it's a big lie, isn't it?
It really is. Shows the sheer panic people feel sometimes. We actually had a listener story about this.
Oh, yeah.
They tried oh, hang on, my other line is ringing. Excuse.
Okay, standard enough.
But the caller just said, "Oh, no problem. I'll wait."
Oh, no. That's the nightmare scenario. What did
Yeah.
they do?
Apparently just panicked and hung up.
Wow. See, even the supposedly foolproof excuses aren't always foolproof. Depends who you're talking to.
Totally. Some people are just persistent,
Yeah.
which highlights maybe needing different levels. Start soft, escalate if needed.
Definitely. So, okay, let's talk about how to execute these. How do you sound polite when you're internally screaming, let me go?
Right. There are techniques for that too. One is called the echo and exit. How's that work?
Okay, the echo and exit. It's basically two steps. First, you echo or acknowledge what they just said. Show you were listening.
Okay, like, totally get that.
Exactly. Validation makes them feel heard. Then, immediately, you pivot to your exit. Anyway, gotta run.
Anyway, that's the key transition word, isn't it?
It really is. It signals a shift. Like, okay, that topic is done. Now we're moving to the closing.
It's like a little verbal sidestep before you bolt for the exit. Nice. Okay, what else? The blame technology trick.
Yeah, we touched on the battery thing, but this is broader. Like, faking a bad connection.
Oh, sorry, you're Cache. Breaking up a bit. Can barely hear you.
Exactly. Even if the line is crystal clear. It works because, well, bad connections happen all the time.
True. It's a universally relatable frustration. Hard to argue with.
Very hard. It's neutral, external. Perfect excuse.
Then there's one called the preemptive goodbye. That sounds a bit weird, like saying goodbye at the start.
Not quite at the start, but earlier than you normally would. You initiate the closing sequence before the conversation naturally feels like it's winding down.
How?
You might say something like, well, it's been great talking. Hey, before we go, I just wanted to ask.
Okay, so you're framing the rest of the conversation as the very final bit?
Precisely. You're setting the expectation. The end is nigh.
Like putting a little timer on the rest of the chat without actually saying so? Clever.
And there's a pro tip related to this. Start these signals like 5 minutes before you actually need to hang up.
Why is that?
Because phone call endings, they can take time.
Yeah.
The whole, okay, well, great talking. Well, yeah. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
It can drag on.
Oh, the infamous multi-stage goodbye.
Yeah. So starting the wind down early helps shorten that whole finale, gives the other person time to adjust, makes the final break smoother, less abrupt.
Makes sense. Gradual deceleration. Now, something else that came up is how politeness itself isn't universal, right? Ending calls varies by culture.
Oh, hugely. What's polite in one place can be totally different somewhere else. Communication norms are deeply cultural.
Like the sources mentioned in American English, you get, let's touch base later.
Right. Which often means...
Let's probably not talk about this again, but it sounds nice.
Exactly. It's a softener, but the commitment level is often low.
Whereas in British English, you might hear, right then, I shan't keep you.
Yes. Which sounds terribly polite, but actually means...
You are keeping me, and I need to go now. Thank you very much.
Pretty much. It's a firmer signal, just wrapped in that specific kind of British politeness.
And then, like, in Australia, it might be more direct.
Yeah, somebody like, yeah, nah, look, better jump off now.
Yeah, nah, I like that.
It's very Australian. Casual, clear signal you're ending it. Shows the different levels of directness that are okay.
We even had a listener share a pretty creative hack they use.
Oh, yeah. Do tell.
They fake a sneeze, like a sudden achoo.
No way. And then what?
Then they claim allergies are kicking up and they really need to go, like, blow their nose or something.
That is strangely brilliant, using a physical thing as an excuse.
Apparently it works. People are usually pretty sympathetic to a sudden sneeze attack.
Wow. Filing that one away. Okay, so for everyone listening who's currently trapped on a mental phone call just thinking about this.
We have a challenge for you. Operation Escape Artist.
Love it. Okay, what's the mission?
All right, 3 parts. First, find a call this week, just one, where you can use a fake farewell. Try that anyway. Transition and see how it feels.
Okay, task 1. Deploy the anyway.
Task 2. Try the blame tech trick. Carefully. Yeah. Maybe a little, oh, you're cutting out a bit there. See if it helps you make a graceful exit.
Use with caution, folks. Don't want to overuse that one.
Definitely. And task 3. Use the I'll email you strategy. Find a call where you want to stop talking on the phone and suggest taking it to email.
Remembering, of course, that the follow-through on the email is optional.
Entirely optional. And one final tip based on a cautionary tale we heard.
Oh, an escape gone wrong.
Yeah, someone tried the, gotta go feed my cat line. Seems safe, right?
Yeah, sounds plausible. What happened?
The person on the other end loved cats, launched into 20 questions about the cat, breed, age, funny habits. The call went on for another 10 minutes.
Oh, no, the specificity trap.
Exactly. The lesson there is, keep your excuses vague. Don't give details they can latch on to.
Crucial point. Gotta run, something came up. Is much safer than, gotta run, my prize-winning orchid is unexpectedly blooming.
Exactly. Keep it simple, keep it vague.
Good advice.
So there you have it, a whole toolkit of strategies, polite, strategic, maybe slightly sneaky for escaping those phone calls that just won't end.
Use them wisely. Reclaim your time. It's okay to set boundaries, even on the phone.
Absolutely. It's about managing connection and your own time.
Well said.
So, on that note, perhaps it's time we let you go.
Good transition.
Join us next time. We'll be diving into something equally tricky. trying to figure out what people really mean in their ambiguous text messages. The dots, the single word replies, should be fun.
Oh, that's a minefield. Looking forward to it.